Hey, welcome back to Midwest Access and of course the Groovy Garden, and we're digging into this week's questions, garden-related questions with our Master Gardener Viv. Thank you for coming in.
Of course.
Of course.
You know, I love when viewers send me questions because oftentimes I have to do research to figure it out, so I get to learn in the process.
Wow, so we're
it's a
all
great
learning
thing.
here.
I love it.
Okay,
right?
let's get into question number one.
Number one. So this is a picture of the koi pond at my place, because my friend Jeff from Pine Island asked me a question. He didn't send a picture, but he has these water hyacinths in their pond. And we use these for shade for the fish. The fish hang out under them and stuff because there's koi and goldfish in there. And he said, how do you overwinter them? Can you keep them over the winter? And so I looked it up. The answer is yes. If you take them out of the water, because there are a whole bunch of little ones there, and they're floating, and their roots hang down, and you put them in some water in your basement, keep it around 50 degrees-ish, and if you have artificial light to put on them, you can keep them over winter, and they'll even probably keep growing, and then when it's warm enough, you can pop them back in the pond.
Wow,
right?
You wouldn't think that would even be a possibility, right?
I know, and it's great to be able to reuse them, so you're not like wasting all your money.
True.
So yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so I hope that was helpful. And also don't fertilize them if they're in the water too, because they'll get too much fertilizer and that will not be good for them.
Not good.
Yeah, so second picture, let's see what's popping up. Okay, so this is a picture of a milkweed that is done, and I cut off the very, very top to show you how it's hollow inside, because I got a viewer, it was Glenn from Orinoco, and he asked what he should do with fall cleanup, because he heard that solitary bees, pollinators, we talk about pollinators, they don't live in hives. They live in other places. They make their beds under leaves, and they also lay their eggs in hollow stems. So if you go and you cut all of your stems up to clean up for the fall,
you're killing baby butterflies.
Bees.
Yes,
bees. And so what you want to do is just cut them down to like 18 inches, and sometimes they fall over anyway, but don't throw them away. Take them and tuck them under a tree or tuck them under your porch, because those bees will live in there. And then don't use really heavy mulch in the fall, because if you do have a ground nesting bee, they can't get in and out very easily, and it can kill them. So how about that? Who knew, right?
Interesting. And milkweed, I was thinking butterflies. That's where butterflies like to cocoon.
Monarchs.
Monarchs.
In particular. So yeah, and don't cut those down. You know, I just cut the top off because it was already dead.
Yes.
But so
don't throw them away. Just let the bees live. I know they're kind of scary coming from me, but they're important to our ecosystem. So
they
don't kill them.
So important. Yes.
Okay, question number 3. We'll pop up that picture here.
Yes. Okay. So Mary, also from Orinoco, asked me about, is it too late for her to put in some crops for fall? Okay. And this is romaine lettuce. Okay. And if you put things like lettuce or brassicas, those are like broccoli, kale, might be a little late for broccoli, but kale, things that like cool weather, they will grow. These are growing outside, and then if you put them in pots, if it starts to get too cold, you can bring them in and you'll have fresh veg, or you can you can buy or create row covers that you can put like a plastic dome over your plants. It could even be a milk jug or just a long sheet of plastic propped up, and that will give them the warmth that they need. So yes, you can still get some crops in the ground and get some veg out of it.
And you can also plant most of these things inside, right?
Totally. Anything.
Yeah. What's the benefit of planting outside compared to inside, say for like the romaine lettuce that we have here?
Sometimes they grow better outside, and plants just like to be outside. Like if you take I have a bunch of house plants and I put them outside in the summer, they just love it. They grow so well. Just being outside is good, because no matter how realistic your artificial light is, it's not the sun.
It's
right?
not the sun. Well, thanks, Viv.
Yes.
How can we get in contact with you if we have our garden questions?
Send them to vwilliams@kttc.com. I would love to show your pictures on the air and talk about your questions. So bring them on.
Yes, bring them on. Well, this is always a blast to be able to sit with you on the couch here. So thanks again.
Yes, thank you.
And right after the break, we're going to be answering that question of the day.